Hi my dear students, in the previous videos we discussed how to find the cofactors and how to find the minors that we discussed in the previous videos. And also I discussed one result, that is if the elements of the any row or columns of a determinant, if I multiplied with the corresponding cofactors and if I add means that will gives us the determinant value. That is, what is that? That is nothing but the sum of the products of the elements of any row or column with the corresponding elements of corresponding cofactors of any row or column. If I multiply means that values will gives us the determinant value that we discussed. So just I'll revise the things, my students. So we know that here if I have the any one determinant, I'll take one example. So I am considering a determinant of the order. Here it is 3 cross 3. So here it is A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. If you have the one determinant, clear. So now my students, if in this determinant, so if I wanted to find the that is minor, so minor of A11. If I require the minor of A11 means how to find the minor of A11? The minor of A11 can be calculated in this way. How? So the minor, I required the minor of A11. So A11 minor if I required means I should delete that row and column where the element A11 lies. So whose minor you required, that element where it contains that row and that column we should delete, and after deleting this we should consider the remaining elements determinant. So what are remaining elements? What are the in the A11 element, if I delete this row and this column, so what is the elements remaining here? It is A22, A23, A32, A33. So now I should consider the determinant of this. So this will gives you the minor of the A11. And this we know that how to simplify this. This can be calculated by using, here it is, this we should multiply with this element into this element. So A22, A33 minus of this element into this element, A32, A23. So this will gives you minor of A11, and minor of A11 can be denoted like this, M11. Clear? So like this we can calculate the minor of the any element. So minor of, so how is what is the definition? The definition of minor is, so it is minor of an element in a determinant is a determinant obtained by deleting that row and that column where A11 element lies. So this is what you are required, minor of A11. So minor of A11 can be denoted like this. So A11. So if you wanted the minor of the A11 means you should write here it is M. So here it is, you should write in the position of subscript, you should write it as 11. So M11 is this much. And also I discussed the cofactor. So how to find out the cofactor? So cofactor of A11. So cofactor of A11 can be denoted like this, A11, capital letter A11. So here it is A subscript what I wrote 11. So that you should write capital A11. Capital A11 means what it indicates? Capital A11 means this is the cofactor of A11, and this can be calculated like this. How it is? Minus 1 whole to the power whatever here it is subscript you have, that you should write minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. So that is minor of, here it is, you require the cofactor of A11. So cofactor of A11 is equals to minus 1 whole to the power whatever the subscript you have here, 1 plus 1, A11 I have. So that subscript value should raise here, minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. That is minor of A11. You should multiply. If you calculate this means that will gives you the cofactor of the element A11. So this all we discussed in the previous videos. Just this is all I am revising the things. And now next. Also I discussed the one result. So what is the result, or you can take it as note. So what is the note I discussed? So you can take it as note or you can call it as the result. Here it is. So that is, if any elements of, here it is, if any elements of the any row or column to the elements of any row or column, if you multiply with the corresponding corresponding cofactor. Here it is. So A11 to the element A11, if you multiply with the cofactor of A11 and next plus to the element A12, to this element A12, if I multiply with the cofactor of, here it is, cofactor of A12 and next here it is the element A13. I think it's may not visible to you, so therefore this note I'll write here. So this note first I'll write here this. So one result we discussed. So what is that result? Here it is. So the element A11 into cofactor of A11 plus A12 into cofactor of A12 and next plus A13 into cofactor of A13. So my dear students, if you calculate this will gives you the determinant value. Clear? So therefore this is a very important result. So what is that? To the elements of the any row or column. So A11, A12, A13, A11, A12, A13. It means that these are the elements of the first row. So to the elements of any row or column, if you multiply with the corresponding cofactor, it means cofactor of A11, cofactor of A12, cofactor of A13. So to the elements of the any row or column, if you multiply with the corresponding cofactor of that row or column, then that value will give you the determinant value that we discussed. Clear? So this is all basics, my dear students, I discussed in the previous videos. In the previous videos, I discussed these all things, how to find the minor and how to find the cofactor. These all I discussed in the previous videos. And now, in today's class, I am going to discuss, here it is, here you have the question. So what is the question you have? The question given to you is, find minors and cofactors of the elements. So they asked you to find the minors and cofactor of the elements of the determinant. So this is the one determinant given to you. So this determinant, each element of this determinant, you should find the minors and cofactors. And also you should verify that this result is equals to 0. Clear? So now my dear friends, that I am going to solve. So first I will find out the minors of the each element. So minor of each element of this determinant I am going to solve here. So now here it is minor of, here it is minor of A11. So minor of A11 means this is the A11 element. So I instead of writing A11 I write here this, or else you can write here this minor of A11, that is. So minor of A11 in the position of A11, it means first row and first column. So what is the element here? It is 2. So that is minor of A11, that is nothing but 2 is equals to, that is, and we know that. So minor of A11, we can write it as minor of this, I write here this M11. This is the notation. Clear? So minor of A11. So minor of A11 means this element. So minor of 2, that is 2. So minor of A11 is equals to M11. So how to find out the minor of A11 element? If you wanted to find the minor of A11, here it is. So please don't get confused here. So I am writing minor of 2. You can write, or you can write minor of A11. So minor of A11 means what it indicates, my dear friends? Minor of A11 means in the position of A11, whatever element is there, that 2 is here. This. So therefore I am taking it as minor of 2 I am taking here. Clear? So minor of A11 can be written as M11. So how to find out the minor of any M11 place? Minor of A11, how to find? To find the minor of this element means we should delete this row and this column, and by deleting this row and this column we should find out the determinant of this. So what are the elements remaining? So deleting this row and this column, what are the elements remaining? 0, 4, 5, minus 7. You should find the determinant of this. So what is the determinant of this? So this is equals to minus 7 into 0 is 0, minus of 5 into 4, 20. So therefore minus 20 is the minor of the A11, that is M11. Clear? And next, my students, I will find out, here it is. Similarly, I will find out the minor of A12. So a minor of A12 can be written as M12. So how to find the minor of M12? M12 means A12. Minor of A12 means this element. First row, second column element. So I should find the minor of this place element. So minor of, if I wanted to find the minor of this element means what should I do? Delete this row and this column. So what is remaining? 6. So 6, 4, 1 minus 7. So you should find the determinant of this. Clear? So I require the minor of A12. So minor of A12 means what? This element. So if I wanted to find this element minor means I should delete this row and this column, and we should take the remaining element. 6, 4, 6, 4, 1 minus 7, 1 minus 7. Now find out the determinant of this. So here it is minus 7 into 4, 6 minus, here it is 7 6 is 42 plus minus minus. So this element into this element, minus of this element into this element. 4 1s are 4. How much it is? Minus 46. Clear? So this is minus 42 minus 4 is minus 46. This is your minor of M12. And next, my students, I will find out the minor of A13, that is M13. How to find out? Here it is M13. So this element. So if I wanted to find the minor of this means leave this row and this column. So remaining determinant you should find out 6, 0, 1, 5. Find out the determinant of this. So 5 3s are, sorry, 6 5s are 30 minus of 1 into 0 is 0. So this is equals to 30 is your M13. Similarly, you should find the 2 1. So minor of, here it is, minor of A21. So that is nothing but M21. Second row, first column element. So this element. So if I wanted to find the minor of this element means leave this, delete this row and this column, and next find out the remaining elements determinant. So what are the elements remaining? Here it is. If you delete this row and this column means minus 3 5, minus 3 5 and 5 minus 7. Clear? So you are deleting this row and this column. So minus 3 5, 5 minus 7. Now find out the determinant of this. So what is the determinant of this? Minus minus plus, 7 3s are 21, minus of 5 5s are 25. So how much it is? Minus 8. Minus 25 plus 21 is, sorry, it's minus 4. 25 minus 25 plus 21. Like this you should calculate the minor of the each element. So similarly you should find out the all elements minors you should find. So can I write the remaining elements minus? Here it is. So here it is minor of A22. So this you can call it as M22. So minor of A22. So minor of A22 means this element. So this element, leave this row and this column. So if you leave this row and this column, what is remaining? 2 into minus. Directly I am calculating, because every time in this way you should not calculate. If you calculate like this means it will be time consuming. So for that reason, what I do here only I will calculate directly. So how to calculate? Please here it is. So minor of A22. So minor of A22 means this element. I required the minor of this element. So if I wanted to require the minor of this element means leave this row and this column. So leave this row and this column. What is the remaining? Here it is 2 5, 1 minus 7 is remaining. So minus 7 into 4 is minus 14. Next, minus of this element into this element. Minus of 5 into 1 is 5. So minus 5. So how much it is? Minus 14 minus 5 is minus 19. Clear? So like this you should find out the remaining elements A23. A23 means second row, third column. Second row, third column. It means this element. If you wanted to find the minor of this element means leave this row and this column. So what is remaining? 2 5 is 10. Leave this, here it is A23. Here it is. This row and this column, leave here it is 2 5 is 10 minus, so minus of this element to this element. So minus 3, another one minus. So here it is plus 3 is equals to 13. Like this you should calculate. So minor of A23. And next minor of, here it is, minor of A31. So minor of A31 means this element. So leave this row and this column. This row and this column. So here it is. If you delete this row and this column, remaining elements minus 3 into 4, minus of 12, minus 12. Here it is. You deleted this row, this column and this row. So minus 3 into 4 is minus 12 and 0 into anything is 0. So minus 0. So here it is. Minus 12 is your M minor of A31. Clear? And next, my students, I will find out the minor of A32. So here it is. Minor of A32. So A32 means this row. Here it is. A32 means this element. So third row, second column. Third row, second column means delete this row and this column. So here it is. If you delete this row and this column means here it is 2 4s are 8. This is your M32. So it is this row and this column. If you delete means 2 4s are 8. Minus of 6 5s are 30. And this is equals to minus, here it is 30 minus 30 minus 8 minus 30 means 22. Clear? So here it is in 30. If you subtract here it is 8 means 22. And next, my dear students, minor of A33. So A33 means this element. So leave this row and this column. So 2 into 0 is 0. Minus of, here it is, leave this third row and third column. 2 into 0 is 0. Minus of this 6 3s are minus 3 into plus 3. So another minus is there. Minus of, here it is, minus 3 into 6 minus 18. This is equals to minus plus 18. This is all about the minor of each element of this determinant I note. Clear? And now, my dear students, I should calculate the cofactor. So how to calculate the cofactor? I told you. So cofactor can be calculated by using this formula. Clear? So now I will calculate the cofactor. So what is the formula we have? I discussed in the previous videos. Still, once again I'll write the cofactor. So cofactor of A11. So if I wanted to find out the cofactor of A11 means first we should know the formula. So what is that? Cofactor of A11. This can be denoted like this, A11. Clear? Capital A11 means what it indicates? Capital A11 means this is the cofactor of A11. So what is the formula? Minus 1 whole to the power. Whatever subscript you have, that subscript you should add. 1 is there. So 1 plus 1 into M11. So here it is A11. Cofactor of A11 is required means you should multiply with the minor of A11. So minor of here it is A11 can be denoted M, capital M11. So this is equals to here. So what is this, my dear students? Minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1. So minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1 means plus 1. It is plus 1 into M11. What is the M11 value I had? So minus 20. So minus 20 is equals to, here it is minus 20 into 1 is equals to minus 20. Clear? Minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1. So I told to you minus 1 whole to the power, if value is even means positive 1 you will get. Minus 1 whole to the power, if you have the odd number means you will get the negative. So here it is minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1, it means even. So minus 1 whole to the power even means you will get plus 1 into M11. So what is the M11 value? M11 value is minus 20. So you should multiply this value into this value. So 1 into minus 20. So minus plus minus minus 20 into 1 is minus 20. Like this you should calculate the minor cofactor. So cofactor of the every element you should calculate, my dear students. Clear? So next, similarly I will calculate the cofactor. Here it is. Cofactor of A12. So what is the cofactor of A12? Cofactor of A12 can be denoted like this, A12. So what is the formula? Minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 2 into M12. M12 is equals to minus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. So minus 1 whole to the power 3 means that is the odd number. Minus 1 whole to the power 3 means odd. So that will become minus 1 into M12. What is your M12? M12 is minus 46. So this will gives you minus minus plus 46 into 1 is 46. Like this you should calculate. And next here it is cofactor of A13. So what is the cofactor of A13? So cofactor of A13 is formula A13, capital A13. This is cofactor of A13. So here it is minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 into M13. So like this you should calculate. Clear? So therefore, cofactor of A13 is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 3 M13. So minus 1 whole to the power 3 plus 1 is 4. So minus 1 whole to the power 4 means this is plus 1, because minus 1 whole to the power plus 4. Plus 4 means that is the even number. So minus 1 whole to the power 4 is even. So therefore that value is positive. And next M13. So what is M13 here? It is M13 is here it is 30. So therefore 30 into 1 is 30. Like this you can calculate. And next one, students, cofactor of here it is a cofactor of A21. So what is that A21? So cofactor of A21, next element is A21. This much, this element. So here it is cofactor of A21 is equals to capital A21, and here it is minus 1 whole to the power subscript 2 plus 1 into M21. So minus 1 whole to the power 2 plus 1 is 3. It means odd. Minus 1 whole to the power odd means that is minus 1. And M21. What is M21? M21 is minus 4. So therefore minus minus plus 4 into 1 is 4. And next here it is cofactor of A22. So capital A22. So what is that? Minus 1 whole to the power 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 into minor of A22. Clear? And next it is minus 1 whole to the power 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 means plus 1 into M22. What is M22 here? It is M22 is minus 19. So therefore plus minus minus 19 into 1 is minus 19. And next my dear students, cofactor of A23. So that is capital A23 is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 2 plus 3 into M23. So this is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 2 plus 3 is 5. So it will odd means minus 1 into, here it is. What is the M23 value? M23 value is, here it is 13. So therefore here it is plus 13 into minus 1 is minus 13. And next similarly we will calculate, here it is cofactor of A31. So capital A31 is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 3 plus 1 into, here it is minor of A31. So minus 1 whole to the power 3 plus 1 means 4. 3 plus 1 means 4 means minus 1 whole to the power even. Minus 1 whole to the power even means here it is plus 1. And next M31. So what is M31? Minus 12. So here it is minus 12 into 1 is minus 12. And next here it is cofactor of A32. So cofactor of A32 is equals to A32. So A32 is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 3 plus 2 into M32. And 3 plus 2 is 5. So minus 1 whole to the power 5 means odd. Minus 1 whole to the power odd means minus 1 into, here it is. What is the M32 value? M32 value is, here it is minus 22. Minus 22. So minus minus plus 22 into 1 is 22. And here it is, the last one is cofactor of A33. Clear? So cofactor of A33 is nothing but capital A33 is equals to minus 1 whole to the power 3 plus 3. So into M33. So here it is minus 1 whole to the power 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 means even. So minus 1 will become plus 1 into M33. What is your M33? M33 is 18. So therefore 18 into 1 is 18. Like this you should calculate the cofactor as well as minor you should calculate. Clear? And now my dear friends, this is not enough, because they told that find minus and cofactors of the elements of the determinant. This is the determinant given to you. So each element of this determinant I calculated the minus as well as the cofactors I calculated here. And also they given to you that and verify that a11 a31 plus this value is equals to 0. So this we should consider. So to verify this, what I'll do, I'll consider here this. I'll consider this one. A11. We should verify whether this value is equal to 0 or not. So for that reason, what is that? I'll consider this one. A11. So capital A31 plus A12 capital A32 plus A13 capital of A33. Whether this value is equal to 0 or not, that we should check. So now my dear students, in this I will substitute the values. So A11 means which element here it is? This is the A11 element. 2 into here it is what is A31 element. So A31, what is A31? A31 I calculate here it is A31 value is equals to minus 12 and next plus of A12 means this element. So what is that? Minus 3 into A32. What is your A32? A32 is 22. Next plus A13 means this element. So 5 into here it is 5. A13 means first row and third column. First row and third column element is 5. A13 is 5 into A33. What is A33? A33 is 18. Now simplify this, my dear students. So if you simplify means here it is plus minus minus. So 12 2s are 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. 12 2s are 24. Plus minus minus 3 into 22, that is 66. Next plus 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 18 into 5. So 18 into 5 is I think 60. Am I correct? You can calculate here, it is 18 into 5. So 5 ones are, I think it's 90. So further simplify this. So if you simplify means you will get here it is minus 66 minus 24. How much it is? Minus of 90. Minus 90. So here it is minus 90 plus 90. So plus 90 minus 90 will got cancels equals to 0. Clear? So this is what they asked you to verify whether this value, if you calculate this means whether this value is equal to 0 or not. Yes, it's 0. Just I verified here. So therefore, my dear students, please keep in mind. So what is the result? What should we keep in our mind? So we should always keep in our mind. You can observe here to the A11, A12, A13. It means the first row here it is. Am I correct? Yeah. Here it is the first row. To the elements of the first row, I multiplied with the here it is A means capital A means cofactor. So cofactor of A31, A32, A33. It means cofactor of this third row. So to the elements of the first row, I multiplied with the cofactors of the other row. It means third row, cofactors of the third row elements I multiplied. So after multiplying this, if you calculate it means you are getting the answer as 0. So therefore, please keep in mind. So what is that? So if whenever you have the such situation, what is in this situation? To the elements of the any row or column, if you multiply with the cofactors of the other row or column, then if you add means that will gives you value as 0. Clear? So this is the today's result you should learn. And but in the previous videos, what I told you, to the elements of the any row, if you multiply with the cofactor of the same period or else corresponding elements, to the elements of the any row, if you multiply with the cofactor of the corresponding elements, that will give you the determinant value. But to the elements of the any row, if you multiply with the other rows cofactors means, then you will get value as 0. This is the results you should remember. So if it is understood, okay. Otherwise, just you should check. Here it is what is the subscript of A. Subscript of A is here it is 1 but here it is capital A subscript is 3 1. It means this subscript and these subscripts are different. If the subscripts are here also you can observe A12, here it is A32, A13, A33. It means if in this case, if subscripts are not same, then you can conclude that the value is equals to 0. But instead of this, if the subscript values are same, here also A11 and it is capital A11, it means cofactors are same. This subscript and this subscript are same means this subscript and this subscript are same. If this subscript and this subscript are same means you can conclude that will gives you the determinant value. But in this case, always remember to the elements of the any row or column, if you multiply with the cofactors of the any other different rows or columns cofactors, if you multiply, then you will get the value as 0. So this is the result, very important, that I shown to you by solving this example like this. So you should calculate, my dear students, minus as well as cofactors you should calculate. I hope you understood. Still, if you have any doubts, you can comment me. I'll reply for that. Clear? And now another one thing, remember, my dear students, each time in the examination, not necessary to calculate like this minor and cofactor. So not necessary. Simply directly you can write here this cofactor of any element. How to calculate cofactor of any element, that I will discuss. So first here I'll take one example. I mean here only I'll take if you wanted to write. So please remember here it is. If you wanted to find the cofactor of A11, that is, if you wanted to find the cofactor of A11 means that is A11. How to write the directly I am telling to you. So in short, this is the lengthy process. You should first find out the minor and then you should find the cofactor. This will be lengthier. So in examination what you will do, directly you will write the cofactor. So how to calculate cofactor? So A11 is equals to, so here only you should calculate in your mind. So A11 means minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2 means minus 1 whole to the power even. Minus 1 whole to the power even means that is positive. So this is the sign. So positive. So keep in mind it's positive. And next, cofactor of A11. Cofactor of A11 means this element. So here only leave this row and this column and calculate this value. So leave this row and this column. 0 into minus 7 is 0. Minus 5 into 4 is 20. So it is minus 20. Like this you should write. Directly you should write cofactors. And then minor and sign you can calculate in your mind and you can write like this. Clear? So like this you should calculate. But here this is the first problem of your calculation of the cofactor and minus. That's why I solved in detail like this. But in next, whenever I require the cofactor, directly I write like this. Clear? I'll take another one. I'll take and then I'll show you. So if you wanted to find the cofactor of A, here you can take here it is A21. So if you wanted to calculate the cofactor of A21 means how should you write? A21 is equal to, first take the sign. So A to the power 21 means, A to the power 21 means 2 plus 1 is 3. So it is minus 1 whole to the power odd number. So odd number means minus. And A21 means second row first column, this element. So therefore leave this column and this row. Take the determinant value. So minus 3 into 4 is, here it is minus 12 and here it is, this is 0 into 5 is 0. So minus plus 12. Cofactor of A21. Cofactor of A21 is equal to how much it is? I think it's so cofactor of A21. A21 means this element. Okay. Sorry. So cofactor of A21 is this element. So leave this row and this column. So how much it is? Minus plus 7 3s are 21. Here it is. Leave this row and this column. And next minus of this. So minus 25. Clear? So here it is. Minus, I think here it is 2 1. So leave this row and this column. So minus plus 7 3s are 21 plus 21. So it is minus 25 plus 21. Minus is already there. Minus into minus 25 plus is, here it is minus 4. So minus minus plus 4. So therefore you will get cofactor of a to 1. Cofactor of a to 1 is equals to plus 4. Like this, directly you can write like this. So skipping all these steps, minors and cofactors. So instead of writing all that, directly you can write cofactor like this. You can calculate. So in future, I will directly use this. Clear? I won't calculate first minor and then cofactor like this. I don't calculate even in examinations also. So please try to solve like this because it will take less time. So this you can first practice like by writing like this. So try to solve questions 10 to 15 questions. Try to solve like by writing like this, and after once if you are confirmed means then afterwards you can write like this. Clear? And please remember my students, what is that? To the elements of the any row or column, if you multiply with the cofactors of the any other row or column, then that value is equals to 0. So what is the result here? The result is the sum of the products of the elements of the any row or column with the any other row or columns cofactors, if you multiply means then that value is equals to 0. This you should keep in your mind. Clear? So I hope you understood. And next we will discuss the adjoint, and that all the remaining concept we are going to discuss.